Look at the widow with a pot of oil. Same thing. Look at what she said in verse 1, chapter 4, verse 1, but this time of 2 Kings. Now there cried a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets unto Elijah, saying, now look at it, thy servant, my husband. When people are talking to God, they always like to make it clear that it's God that is in charge. So she didn't say my husband, she said your servant, my husband. So it's almost like what she's going through, God, you have to take responsibility for it because he's your servant. Then secondly, he's my husband. That's how she presented it. Thy servant, my husband, is dead. And you know, she's saying, God, you know that your servant, he fears you. And the creditor is come to take him unto him, my two sons to be bondmen. So he said, you know that he fears you. But now the creditor is coming to take his two sons. Maybe he used them as collateral. So now he is dead. The money still has to be paid. So his two sons will have to continue what he has owed. They have to continue to pay back. We better thank God for our parents that they didn't leave us with liabilities. And the creditor has come to take unto him my two sons to be bondmen, to be slaves. But look at Elisha. Elisha, normally, naturally, a servant of God is more emotional and more sentimental than spiritual. We say, that's a tough situation. Wow. It's not easy because you're a woman, your husband has died, he owed money. He'll be talking things that God didn't send him to say. He'll be saying because he wants to be emotional. But that's not what the woman is looking for. It's just that it may look like that is what she's looking for, but it's not what she's looking for. So what did Elisha say? He said, what shall I do for thee? Remember, she said all that, and the next question Elisha asks is, what shall I do for you? Are you getting something there? He's changing the conversation. He's not reacting or responding to the facts that she put out. That's important to her. It's not important to Elisha. It's not important to God. So he wants to see, can you actually talk to God and say, God, this is what I want, rather than tell God your story as if God doesn't know more than you. Are we together this morning? And he now said, what shall I do for you? Tell me, what have you in the house? One after the other, he said those two things. What can I do for you? What do you have in the house? But before that, she was telling him that your servant of God, he fears God. He's my husband, but he fears God. He's your servant. He has two sons, but he owed money. So the creditor is coming to take the two sons so that they can be slaves until the money is paid off. And yet, he didn't address any of those things. I don't know what you have to say right now about your life. And you think the person must listen and only respond to what you are saying, when the person has gone deeper than that and is just about to attend to what you need. Because many times when we are talking about our life, we talk about what we want. But God knows what we need. When you have what you need, you will get what you want. But you have to start with your needs. Some people need to be disciplined with their financial life before they can save. So they want to have savings, but they need to have self-control. So God always helps us from the small starts so that we can have the great ending. But we can't skip. You can't skip the principles. You can't skip the stages. You can't skip the important steps. It will cause problems later, and the person will still end back where they have ignored, where they have skipped.